Hello, hello, and welcome into this Roulette Rivals World Championship match between Barbegue and Max Masters. This is a Group G match. Speaking of G's, I'm your host, Gunther from Gunthermation, and I'm joined by my good friend GKPunk.
Hey, how's it going?
So, this one's a doozy. This is Max Masters' last match of the group stages. As the spin goes live, we see Wazir Kale with a submachine gun. Well, this guy's a laundry worker. We have Vanya Shaw with a fire axe while disguised as the Bollywood crew, and Dawood Rangan with a saber while disguised as Vanya's servants. Okay, so a little bit of back and forth here. We have Vanya's servants, which is going to require going from Vanya all the way over to where Dawood is. We have the Bollywood crew, which is going to require being where Dawood is and going back for Vanya. And these are both kills with large melee weapons, so it will require some traversing. The fire axe cannot be packed into a briefcase. Is that correct, Punky?
Yes,
Okay, so yeah,
but
so
the
they're gonna
saber
need
is.
to. The saber can be right. So we're gonna probably see some non-trespassing disguises in order to, or guard disguises, I should say, in order to traverse that to and fro. Barbecue right in it in his cowboy getup, and looks like he's going for the early isolation here on the maelstrom, which is probably a safe bet. Vanya is pretty easy to get to where you need her to be, and Dawood. Um, Obviously, just getting him isolated upstairs isn't the end of the world, but you want to catch the maelstrom early.
Yeah, if it's not a live kill, you want to catch him early and just drag him and put him in this alley anywhere, really.
Yeah, opting not to pull him into that bathroom, but he should still be safe here. Barbecue is going to go ahead and grab the brick so he can get Vanya and Dawood moving. Is he going to go toss the brick now?
He was almost there,
He
but
looked like he was
opts
heading that
turn.
way, but
Yeah.
maybe he's deciding to take care of Dawood first. I don't know. He grabs his pickup though, or his stash, more like the Slapdash SMG. It's not designated a loud SMG, so he should be fine there. All right, in a full minute 15 into Barbecue's run, we see Max Masters loading in. He's also started in the Skywalk start. Has to go the other
Yeah,
way.
but he's not going for the maelstrom.
No, so this is an odd choice to start here this early. See if he's got some thought that we don't. Nope, nope. There's a restart. My guess is he just didn't know exactly where it is that he had to go. Barbecue standing on top of. I like
Yeah,
this. That's neat.
it's a
Oh, but he missed the toss there with his briefcase. It should be fine though.
yeah, that was a cool knockout. Uh,
Yeah, frying pan from above is one of the classics.
yeah, that should be a falling object kill,
Script
even
pointing
though it
out
didn't
that
kill him.
he doesn't think that Max knows about the Maelstrom ISO. It looks like he's going for it. I just think I mean he's a bit behind now. He's got the Holy Man there as well. I don't think he's gonna be able to get to the Maelstrom in
Yeah,
time.
Maelstrom is way gone. He
Long
was
gone, yeah.
very, very fast this time, ahead of the Holy Man. Um, Barbecue going to slow down Vanya's entourage. Starts with Rima.
He's got 3 more knockouts to do here, so he's gonna have to be a little quick about it.
Yeah, she's mostly safe, but usually, it's you're usually done before she passes that final train. But it's not too risky because nobody else really will wander around here for those bodies to be found.
You've got a bit of a cushion. Well, Max Masters is uh slowing down the Maelstrom here. You should be able to get this isolation. Yeah, that'll be nice and safe. Oh, Okay, I thought he was gonna try and take out the holy man while he was at it.
Yeah, it's unnecessary in this case. There was a first glance freebie, which it looked like, but it turned out to be the hardest kill of Mumbai in that spin. Was a holy man for Maelstrom with the injected poison. It
Oh,
it looks like a freebie, but it isn't.
yeah, that might be somewhat complicated. Max Master is getting spotted by one of these street enforcers. Um, I know the pain, and I am also frustrated by it. Barbegue, meanwhile, he's got the brick toss, so he's got Dawood and Vanya. This is an isolation I haven't seen for a bit. He's going to opt to try and get Dawood and Vanya as they meet, which is great in terms of time, but it's a risky way to get it done.
Yeah, it's the riskiest part of this would be his three guards, but I don't think it's gonna be a problem for him because he's opting to hide those bodies upstairs. Barring some sort of wall hack, he should be fine. Those bodies shouldn't get found.
It's always so nerve wracking. He's got so many knockouts to take care of here.
Yeah, decides to drag that one down the stairs. So that's the risky part. In case you
Mm-hmm.
somehow miss those guards taking the weapon down, and they can catch the body there. He's trying to have him see the gun instead of throwing a distraction. Max is trying to evade that
Oh
super
man.
enforcer there. Nobody cares about the gun. Oh, Dowd finally saw it.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. NPCs having to be like that social distance 6 feet before they can ask a guard a question always catches me by surprise.
Yeah, Barbecue should be playing very safe here. He's got the 1-0 on Mumbai. So he knows what he's doing. He's got to
Mm-hmm.
win in a tournament match, which is very important because it's the pressure situation.
Well, and especially for a map like Mumbai, where the run itself can take a while. You know, you've got two separate melee weapons. I mean, both players at some point are going to have to go to Dawood's mansion to see if they can get the saber out of there. Um,
Yeah. The good thing about Barbecue's situation is he can get both the fire axe and the saber out at the same time, and he has the Bollywood crew disguise. So
right.
overall, barring some unfortunate timing and unexpected stuff happening, it looks like just checklist. Just follow the checklist and complete it. Max Masters has infiltrated the train yard. He's going in and out of there.
Is he making his way over to Vanya? Man, an isolation on Vanya inside of the train yard would make sense if you could have all of your stuff there. But given the fact that it's going to be a trespassing disguise to get to her, and it's going to be a fire axe, a large melee item that you cannot hide in any briefcase or anything, it doesn't seem like it's going to be the best idea for him to try to get her in here. This is probably going to cause some problems.
So Dawood is walking away as
Oh, has
Barbecue
the
is taking
yeah,
a little bit a little bit of a longer time to isolate all three of those guards because they he was opting for them to see the gun as opposed to him making them see the gun with a distraction, which is what we usually see. Oh, and
oh,
there's the
there's a
body
body found.
found. Yeah, he
Yeah, he took
was.
the gun through just
See,
like you
that
said.
that's the thing.
Yep.
Just that's the part of the checklist you have to go through all of it. If you like, he was trying to make sure Dowd stays and also make sure he gets the guard, and he ends up missing the guard.
It's so
Meanwhile,
upsetting.
Max Masters has got a Vanya servant disguise.
That is good
He
to
can hit.
get. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna head. He could head to Dowd's tower and take him out.
Grab the fire axe somewhere along the way. Well, that would probably be a bad idea.
Yeah, that was a huge setback for Barbecue.
Absolutely. It was 8 minutes into the
His
run.
stat was done. Yeah.
So, yeah, given the shorter timing with a lot of this stuff, that's also a major factor. You're now all of a sudden you're not looking at an hour long to get the spin done. You're looking at, maybe you've got 3 retries depending on how deep you go into the run. But it seemed really solid. Like, I think that he would have been able to take care of what he needed to take care of. Taking out Vanya, I mean, he managed to get that done well in time in order to go and meet Dawood as he was showing up at the meeting spot. Just got to be a little bit quicker on how he takes care of them. But even so, he has a fallback plan if he does try and take Dawood back by the bridge. I feel like that's something that could work.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't that such a situation where it was completely lost. Dawood was separated from all of his guards,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but Barbecue didn't want him away from the area at all.
Right.
Uh, that's really the only part of his strategy that he needs to just change, which is just make the knockouts faster. And one way of doing that would be the way he handles the thugs is just toss something on the side of the building
Instead of
and
trying to
just
get them
knock him out
removed.
as they pass the wall.
Yeah, I think that's a
Yeah.
good idea, and let's see if he adjusts to accommodate that. Max Masters is infiltrating Dawood's mansion now. This is gonna be risky. He's gonna try and bring Vanya's servant's outfit through the mansion. At some point, you expect to see him swap into a less conspicuous outfit. Argue with another restart there. As his isolation on Vanya doesn't quite go to plan.
Oh yeah, this. Oh man, this just before this match started, I was playing a Mumbai roulette, and I tossed something at that guard, the Queen's guard, and he flew so far. His body was on the like parts of his body wasn't covered by the container, and I was thinking to myself, "Oh, gotta have that behind the container," and that's what happened. Uh, his body was visible by Vanya, and she spotted it. And
Man,
I don't know if he could have salvaged that. Whether Vanya would have just immediately gone for the body, but the guards, as soon as they would have seen the body, that would have been it. So he just restart for the safe bet.
yeah, and I think that's a good idea. I mean, it's improvisation is definitely a good skill to have, but especially when you're worried about the timing, given that he had to wait a little bit longer for Dawood there. I think it's better if he just kind of takes and plays it safe. And he was early enough in his run that he decided, you know what, this is a fine place to restart. I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Max Masters has kind of backed himself into a corner here, although he has like the strangest subdue prompt I've ever seen. It only popped up for like a
He has
split
a
second.
prompt.
He had a
Oh, there's like
prompt.
a little wall corner subdue.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So that was very strange.
I
I don't think
mean,
I've ever seen that.
he's
What is his thinking
he's not
here?
really stuck here. He can go down and
And around. See,
shimmy
there's
across to the
the.
other side.
Okay, well, he
Oh, there's
teleported
that
through the
weird
wall.
subdue.
I think his plan was to bring. I think his plan was to bring the Bollywood crew through the door to him. I mean, this worked out, but yeah, that was a very strange place to be. He's got
Yeah,
items all over the shop.
all while keeping the silent assassin. So that's still pretty impressive. Barbecue dropping his frying pan to slow down Vanya so that the rest of her crew can join her.
Yeah, would this count as an exploit? I don't I don't know, because I don't think that subduing through the wall like that gave him any advantage other than having to not worry about try a corner subdue
Well,
on
he
that
didn't really
guy.
go out of teleport somewhere else, just
He
at the
didn't go
other
through
side
the
of the
map or
wall. So,
anything. Yeah, that was a weird one.
because sometimes a subdue like that just shoots you straight up, and you can just walk in
Oh
there
yeah, yeah,
until 47 drops back down, and you can sort of do teleports that way.
right.
But it wasn't a case of that, so it looks like Barbecue is going for a Vanya's servant disguise at this. Axe, I suppose he's looking for the fire axe.
This is not the best disguise to be looking for a fire axe in.
Yeah, absolutely, because you can't put it away in the briefcase and can't carry it. He's also looking at Dawood, who's just, I guess, looking for the painter who's hiding in there.
Barbie
Worried about
does
his
have
reputation with the artistic community,
who isn't in this
right?
day and age, right?
Yeah. Oh, Max eyes the saber. He's trying
This
to pick it up.
is a dangerous swipe. There's a person
He's
right there who's staring at him as. I mean, can you conceal this quick enough?
should be able to.
Okay, excellent. Well played. Well played by Max there because I was not confident at all. All right. Barbie, you got here for right as Dawood showed up. Tries to toss as Dawood was a bit ahead of everyone. Doesn't quite get what he wants there. Now he's kind of in a rock and a
Yeah.
hard place because he can knock out this guard if he wants, but he doesn't have any place to bring him. And he's still got 4 more guards that he has to take out before he can.
Yeah, that was a choice there. Whether to take that Bollywood guard on, he could have done that and dragged him up the stairs here.
Yeah,
Opts to let him go and instead uses the distraction of the thug, which these guys are still up because he was spending that time
grabbing the
between.
servant outfit.
Yeah.
And he still has to get the saber. So he did not turn off the generator, so my guess is he's just using that as another lure for the thug inside.
Oh, there's a
Oh
problem again.
no.
The rush.
I don't know if on the
So
stairs is a
this
good
is
idea.
in comparison to his previous run is more inefficient than what he did.
Yeah, he's gonna
Um,
miss the Dawood timing again because he just barely missed it last time, but he was way more on it. I think
this
that
is
head
so
turn's gonna
risky.
risk him.
He's got another guard that, and he misses the
Oh,
toss on the knockout.
and
Sees
there's
the
the body
body.
found. Yeah,
Yeah,
you hate to see
that's
it.
sort of the opposite way of what I was wondering he should be doing.
Yeah, but in that moment, sometimes the Hitman improv part of the brain works swimmingly. Sometimes it causes
Yeah,
more problems.
absolutely. There was just he thought, let me just optimize and get the Dawood. This guy's already
Yeah,
next to him because that would have been the plan. Take out all the guards and then take one of their disguise, leaves the servant there, and then he can grab take the Bollywood guard, take the fire axe, take the saber, and then take a crew disguise on his way out. I don't know. I mean,
and I like that because
navigating with the axe
it's
would have been fine.
yeah, and it's one more. I don't know, because going back to what you were saying, it makes sense to grab that servant disguise early because, like you said, there is so much back and forth in this map. We've got Vanya's servant disguise. He's bringing Dawood out, but he still has to go and get the saber. It's like you want to minimize that as much as possible because we haven't even seen him do the full setup each time The one time he was the closest, it was about an 8-minute run. You've got 10:25 left in the spin. At this point, like if you
This is it.
restart,
Yeah.
it's over. You're hoping for a draw at best. Max Masters is in a pretty good spot,
Yeah. He's
and
still in
as
that
far
same
as
attempt. 14 minutes in.
and he's pulled off some crazy feats. He already has the saber. He needs to find the fire axe. He doesn't
Barbecue
have
does
everybody isolated.
the brick early again at 135. Yeah, so barbecue now he has good perspective. So he tried the servant thing. He tried Dawood. Now he has to make a choice whether he wants to go right in the middle of it and secure Dawood and get Vanya, or get the servant still and try to make it work with
Right.
with the 4 or 5 guards.
That's just so many guards to take out in such a short period of time.
Yeah, so that's the important part. That will dictate whether he can continue past the Dawood part, whether he goes for this servant, because the servant is sort of static because you can just use the generator.
Right.
Uh, Dawood is on a timer. Ooh,
Oh,
that.
that's a pretty
Oh
far.
no, no,
Oh, he
that's
fell
it.
him right before.
That
Yeah.
guard was way too close to the other guard. Fell right at his feet.
Yep. I mean that's it.
8.5
Barbecue.
minutes left. Barbecue has to really push it.
Yeah.
His strat can still work, especially with the 135 brick, but he has to push it, and it's gonna require even more optimization. Max Master, 16 minutes into his spin, takes out one of Dawood's bodyguard.
He should be able to get Dawood isolated here. He does have Dawood's guard coming. Very odd throw, 47.
Yeah, from cover, it looks like he just wants to destroy whatever he's throwing at. Oh, Barbecue misses Maelstrom, throws him, falls around the corner, gets spotted immediately.
Max Master's climbing into the box. Alright, that's... Oh, okay. So, when Max chucked the wrench, he accidentally... Oh, no! Okay, I see what happened. He turned. He never picked up the gun that guard had dropped. So Dawood spun to investigate the noise. He's got a body out there by the elevator shaft. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one's
and
gonna get
that's, oh
spotted.
man, 17 minutes into the spin.
We're looking at a draw
Both
here.
of these players are just not having anything work for
No,
them.
I mean, and it was real good improvisation by Max there uh, to get over to Dawood's place to get the
Oh,
Bollywood
yeah.
crew disguised. And
Speaking of more trouble, Barbecue
barbecue,
misses a trank shot
yeah,
and has to waste it. And
and
50
really like
seconds in,
what he's going for. I feel like the tranks would be helpful in getting him to get these knockouts a little bit faster. But yeah, we're looking at a miracle if either player is able to finish, because
yeah,
this is a
realistically
long
speaking, with the
spin.
amount of back and forth,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, it's one of those spins that, like, the way Barbecue started, it complements the way that play style. But unfortunately, that decision making in that moment. Oh, he tosses the brick. The metal worker, as he's trying to toss it inside the furnace.
These metal
Yeah,
workers are not
that's
having a good
6
day.
minutes left. There's absolutely no hope for
That's
any of these players.
yeah.
Really, really sad to see.
And not just for these players. No hope for anyone. Like that, this would require insane hitman knowledge and skill. I don't see how it'd be possible. I think that there's just too much back and forth.
No, it really, because like laundry worker is also not something you can just
Exactly.
go
You're
and grab.
going
Yeah.
to 3 different apex points in the map. You have to bring 2 separate large melee weapons. It's just not feasible. So I think that we saw some good play out of both of them. I think, like you said, like Barbecue's strategy is sound. Maybe a little bit more optimization. He was playing it pretty safe. I think that's what led Dawood going. And I think since then he's been trying to make up that time that he's lost.
Yeah, basically. But in my opinion, the only thing he needed to change for that very first attempt was to just toss stuff in the side of the house and
Yeah. Instead of trying to
get the
set down
guards.
the gun,
Because for the third guard, he set the gun down, and the guy upstairs
saw it.
by the boat
Yep.
saw it.
Well, and even the first one was slow because it was Dawood who saw it, and then he had to tell the
Yeah,
guard, and then the guard went and checked it out, and it's like that's
and
just gonna add way
Tower
too much
doesn't go
time.
for these like so. The safe way to do it, I guess, would be to have a gun at the side of the house, and you toss it in case Dow doesn't VIP. He walks in and he sees the gun, then he goes to report it. Uh,
He
but
would do
nine
that
times
too,
out of 10, it would be Dow just immediately enforcing the sound itself.
right? Oh, big whoosh over on Barbecue's side, but he
And
does manage to get past that street enforcer.
yeah, I'm just again. I want to mention I've heard some players like being upset about being critical, but this is just how the strategy should go. Obviously, barbecue playing in the pressure situation might miss it.
Right. And he was essentially doing what he thought was safest, what he thought was best, which was I need to get these guys moving to this place. He just didn't put the coin with a gun find lore together fast enough, and I think that that's kind of what
Yeah,
burned him. I think that he also just thought he had enough time for Dawood, you know, because he didn't
yeah.
seem to be rushing
It
that
might also be that he thinks he just doesn't leave until I guess the
until he has
meeting
that
ends or
meeting.
meeting
Yeah.
starts or something like that. Uh, but his strategy and his thought process to approach the spin was really good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that the safer route is the route that I would go. Like trying to do it as clean as possible. So it's like, all right, I'm not worrying about multiple people at the same time. I'm just trying to take care of my game for this little bit. It just doesn't work out there with Dawood's timing. There are other targets who do just stay there forever. So it makes sense why you'd risk that on
Yeah,
this one. Oh, this is a
yeah. I'll
dangerous
definitely
KO.
shout out both of the players for still trying to play the spin. Uh,
Right.
I
Yes.
appreciate that as an admin and a caster.
Me too. It is much more exciting than watching somebody suddenly try to do a kill everyone contract in the middle of a match.
Yeah, like I understand the frustration. I think the way barbecue did react is the way I would do it too. Take out the like two guys right in front of
Yeah.
me, just to let it off, and then
And then reset.
press
Yeah.
restart.
It's like if you're a quarterback and you throw an interception, you don't go out the next play and deflate the ball.
Yeah. Is that a stairs KO that for Max Masters? That was a close combat hurt, but he still has green guns.
Yeah. Who heard it? Because he is trespassing right now. So, but it's not by this guy. So I don't really know. He's looking for that sweet subdue spot. Let's see if he can get it again. Somewhere
Watch,
in this corner.
but that's the guy he knocked out on the stairs. No.
I think it was the woman who's down here. She when you shoot the
Oh,
camera,
okay. Yeah, yeah.
remember
I
she
see
walks
it.
upstairs. I think that was who it was.
Yeah, it was. He just flicked on instinct for like 1 second, and I saw the outline of the guy. Doesn't seem very consistent or easy to
No,
replicate, at least.
no. I'm wondering. Yeah, he just must have stood in the exact right place. Does he have his briefcase on him? That might
You
be
should
causing
have it
an
on the
issue.
floor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's one way to get the guy knocked out. He's definitely not gonna wake up anymore.
Yeah. I guess the punch is a little satisfying.
Like we were
But
saying, sometimes you just gotta vent that frustration. Oh, and he gets
yeah,
fully spotted there too.
just
We've got 10 seconds left in the spin. Both players simultaneous exit to main menu, and they're just like, well, we'll try it on Wilton Creek. This was Barbegue's pick. Wilton Creek is Max Masters' pick. So we'll see if this one goes any better for him. All right, so what do we got? Max Masters is playing on PlayStation, correct? And then we have Barbecue is on PC. Looks like I'm going only by the number or the
yeah.
letter button indicators. My goodness, Punky, what happened to the language function of my brain?
It's I can relate totally. I've done that.
So we go into the next one, tied 1-1. This is Max Masters' first points of the group stage.
Yeah,
So,
it's so congrats to Max
yeah.
for not sitting in a donut. Now he has a breadstick.
we were discussing just before the match started that Barbecue is still very much in the running for fourth place. He has to really perform in the last few matches that he has, but it's totally possible that he can finish in the group stage in fourth place. It's just going to require some players not winning and Barbecue basically winning out. So Max Masters can kind of act as a spoiler here. If he can cause enough disruption to Barbecue to keep him out of the final four.
Yeah, looking at the stats here, Max Maxter does have a lot of play time here. 5 matches played, but none won yet. Barbecue with 2 matches, 1-1, 50% win. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to break stuff like that down because of matches loss is not really. It's a lot of experience, right? You get a lot of mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
stuff that you can take back with you and just review it.
Well, and
So
you lose the map 5 times, but you still have the confidence to pick it.
yeah, so you can expect some sort of
He's got to have some sort of confidence on this map. So
absolutely. At least that's what my expectations would be with that kind of a pick.
oh yeah, absolutely. And we'll see. This could just be a thing where Max is playing the odds, and he has a specific spin in mind, like specific conditions that he thinks that if he gets these conditions, he can take on any opponent. And if those come through, then that might benefit him here. Spin itself will be live in about 2 minutes, so get your predictions in. I will try and close them as the spin itself goes live. But I'm not perfect, so it might stay up. Who knows? And after Whittleton Creek, we have a decider coming up as well, which isn't a decider, it's just a third map. But it will be
Yeah.
randomly decided, just like the deciders in the tournament stage will be. I like Max Masters with the straight jacket.
Oh yeah, the straight jacket from the deluxe escalation in Berlin.
Right, the Berlin Deluxe Escalation, yes. Also gets you a dart gun, which is just a reskin of the actual tranquilizer.
You know, the other day, I didn't realize that reskin is a really good item, and here's why: the seeker dart and the calmer darts on the outline look the exact same. So when you're quickly going through your inventory and pulling out a
Mm,
weapon, that gun, if you have that, and I see T Nort uses that a lot, and I don't know if that's the reason he uses it, but strategically, that's a really good thing that it looks completely different in terms of the outline.
that is an excellent insight. I use the Taunton dart gun, but I do so because I like swag. You know, I paid for the deluxe
Yeah.
edition. I want to
Oh,
flaunt it.
anybody
You
that
know.
doesn't know, you can just also swag on them by telling them about this.
Exactly. So I'm all about it. But yeah, I never considered that before, but that definitely would be advantageous. So even if I didn't before, I definitely would now
Yeah,
because
like
you're right. The outlines are almost identical, and if you're going through quickly and you're not paying attention, you might grab the wrong one. And we've seen incorrect
yeah,
darts being used before in roulette matches.
yeah, and let's just say you have one dart. Uh, like both of them needs to be reloaded, and you pull out the wrong one. You press through quickly
Yeah.
reload, and you reload the wrong one, and you
It's
hit.
like missing. It's like missing
That's
your
it.
dart
Yeah.
shot. That's it. We have the spin. It's live now. We have Janus with the next snap as the politician. So that should be an interesting one to see how these players go about isolating the politician. And we have Nolan Cassidy with electrocution while this guy's is the garbage man. There is the garbage man disguise start, which looks like is what Matt Masters is probably going to start as. Barbegue still opting to go suit unless he changes it before he gets out of the planning phase. Most likely to get the early politician disguise here. But we will see. Max Masters is loading in. Barbecue's still going about his plan. I've seen a couple of matches, and one thing that I will say that I really appreciate about Barbecue is he takes his time with the planning stage. Um, and I think that is a fantastic way to go about it just because you don't want to have to restart because you misplanned. And I think that he does a very good job of making sure that he is fully ready to go and kind of be met with whatever he comes up against before he even gets in. So the planning isn't part of the problem. He is going to hit
Yeah.
that trank shot. He doesn't have a lot of time to make this costume disguise change, but he's
He's
going to be able to
makes it
pull it
through
off.
nicely
Yeah,
done. Looks like that was practice, so
that
that's well
was
done. And he
well
should be able to
executed.
just set up the free Nolan kill, which he's not doing. Uh, if you leave something in Nolan's mailbox, he will
Oh, the
pick that up,
electrocution. Yeah.
and a micro taser can easily be placed in his pocket, and you can use a dry electrocution on him
That's
at the
fantastic.
moment of your choosing. But barbecue doesn't do that. Max started as the garbage man, heading towards Nolan's house. He should have time still to put it in there.
To pop it in the mailbox. He's
Yeah, pop it in the mailbox, and if he's ahead, he can just press the detonator right away too.
he did bring a taser, so we'll
Yeah,
see. Doesn't look like he's opting to do that
I
just yet.
it
Garage
will
B.
be something if both of these players use a complicated electrocution kill on Nolan, which is possible, which is a fire hydrant with a battery or a taser.
And it looks like that is what Max Masters is going to go set up right now. He grabbed the wrench, which you need to loosen the fire hydrant. So he is going to cause the leak here.
Ah, all right.
This is
And
this is a kill that
Barbie.
I myself have never successfully gotten.
Yeah, there
Because
was the
it's
one in
so
the
annoying.
highlight reel for Roulette Rival 6 kill done by Gordini Roy. It was super close as he was getting seen by Nolan. He tossed it and then got the kill. Barbecue opted to go for a garbage man from the Wilson property.
Okay, I like barbecue's approach here.
Oh, gets
There's a
body
body
found by
found though.
the party goers. More like party poopers.
Got him. Now,
So here's the opportunity for Max, but there's that guy that's still investigating.
oh no. Now it's dried up now as well, right? So he's got to like time this correctly or get rid of that guy.
I don't see any puddle, but I'm not exactly 100% sure if it's like dried up. You can't really rig that anymore.
No, yeah. Let's see. No, I misspoke before. I said that I thought that Max Masters had brought in a taser. He did not. But
Yeah,
he
you
is gonna
get
get
spotted
compromised
shooting
right there.
the battery.
So that's going to be a restart. Barbecue, meanwhile, with the politician disguise, looks like he might be heading toward Janus's house now. Hopefully getting the isolation there so that he can do the knockout and neck snap that he needs for the kill.
He's really ahead of Janus if his intention was to catch him in the first floor, but I don't know, maybe he wants to use the gramophone lure. Looks like he is.
Yeah. This is a safer lure, I think. Just have to worry about knocking out Gunther. Now, he's already gone downstairs, which is a problem. I don't think that he went as fast as he needed to for that. But he is going to be able to get Janus to come back up. It's just this is a longer route for him to go. Oh, is he gonna use the snail?
Yeah, he has it in his inventory, so I'm curious as to what he plans. He's obviously have something prepped for Gunther.
And we've got Max Masters is currently working on setting up this electrocution kill again.
Oh, Barbecue
Oh,
just
nice
went in for
live. I love that. That's so.
Janus.
That's wonderful. He gets that kill real quick. He's able to do it live, and now he basically only has to worry about Cassidy. And he does have the taser, so if he does the mailbox, it'll just be a matter of, like you said, waiting until Cassidy has it in his inventory, and then
Yeah,
pulling
the
the trigger.
only thing is he started in the suit start, which he could have used that time to already put it in Nolan's pocket.
Okay, so
So
yeah,
Nolan's not going to be heading towards his house. I'm not 100% sure if he grabs it on his way in. So you might even have to wait until he comes out.
right.
But I think it's one of those mailboxes. The way it works is if they're in the proximity, they'll go for it. Barbecue has to make a decision, though, which garbage man he wants.
Yeah, the world is his oyster.
But he hears that distraction like right behind him because Hitman's way of area separation and audio propagation, how it works, is a mystery.
Does manage to
That
get
one
that
works.
one, but he's not really in a good spot. That garbage man's going to come around, and he's going to basically be staring where he is based on where that hit. So he's gonna have to wait till he starts to walk away in order to send this propane flask. Unless he opts to go for the side KO, he gets the toss off before he turns all the way around. So that's not frontal. Well executed, whether by accident or on purpose. That was impressive. Max
And the two
Masters.
party people that spotted that passed, so it seems like they won't be spotting the body this time. Nolan is about to enter his house through his garage, the usual Nolan self isolation that happens very close to the mailbox. So he is aware of the mailbox. See if Nolan's gonna go for this right away.
Oh, I saw it coming from a mile away. Max Masters had already tossed the car battery. So when he did the fire hydrant, it was immediately electrified and didn't opt to drop something in front of the wandering NPC. And yeah, just too little too late, unfortunately. That's
Yeah,
going to be another restart.
barbecue. Barbecue has to work on 3 clues. He hasn't picked up anything off of Janus's basement, so he needs that November 13th clue from somewhere else. The alternative is the letter that's held by Tommy Green, I guess.
And he did look like he was going to go to Janus's basement to grab the photo clue, but instead turned away. I think he just didn't have a method to get into the basement. He doesn't have any crowbars or lockpicks in his inventory, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, he opted not to go through the inside of the Janus's house, which would have been a lot of guard dodging because he had to dodge the 2 guards upstairs, Gunther, and then the guard downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Well,
No one's
Barbecue.
finally going for his electrocution,
Mm-hmm.
and he will die in like 2 seconds.
Don't know why. Yep, there's the electrocution kill. So Barbecue has his kills. He just needs one more clue. I don't know why he's stepped into the house here. Unless he's...
He needs the letter. He's looking for the letter.
Okay, and that's being held by the Hammer, who
Yes.
can be a bit finicky with where you can move him. It looks like he's downstairs right now. And it is possible to coin him into that bathroom. But he's...
Very cautious from Barbecue. Aware of that camera in front of the door, which is well played.
There's the Hammer. He just got downstairs. So... Yeah,
Yeah.
he's...
This is kind of free if he lets him... Yeah, if he just tosses something to the left of where he's standing with the door open, Tommy just goes for that. But he's got a trank, so maybe he's going to use that on him. Or not, he's just going to use the sink. What's...
Yeah.
All right.
He's... Okay, so he's going to go out and circle around, but if Tommy is facing forward...
He has the gold brick.
He's got the
as
gold
well,
brick, but he
so
didn't drop it. So let's see. I
very,
mean,
very
the gold brick
interesting.
has a radius of about 4 miles, so he should be fine. This should KO Green as soon as he walks close enough to it. Although, where's this guy going? Oh,
He's dragging the body right here.
I mean, this might actually be
why?
okay.
It should be fine.
It's only gonna knock out Tommy, but he's dropped
He
the
should-
letter.
He should take the time as they're blind because they will start.
They will
to
eventually
become
enforce, yeah.
enforcers.
Okay, but he
yeah,
pops
there
in
we
and
go.
grabs it real quick. That's 3 clues. Now he's just got to get out. Oh, that guy doesn't... Oh, because he's in this outfit, not in the suit. I understand now. Okay, so Barbecue gets out.
8 minutes and 4 seconds. It was a
That was so...
calm and collected run from
tense.
Barbecue. Yeah, Max Masters never really got started with the
it's unfortunate.
isolation.
He did change up his strategy. He just put a microtaser into Nolan Cassidy's mailbox. I would have loved to see how that played out for him, but that's that. Barbecue's going to take this map. He leads the series right now 3-1, and we're going to be going on to Bangkok next. So let me pay out the predictions, and we're going to start a new one. We'll play to both players. I think Max Masters, I would have loved to see the kill with the hydrant, but it was just a bit too complicated. I think that he would have been better served doing the faster approach of just placing it in the mailbox. But we never really got to see his politician isolation either. Looked like he was working a little bit on that towards the end there, but then Barbecue kind of wrapped things up. All right, so this is going to be Barbecue's first time on this map in Roulette Rivals, and this is Max Masters' second attempt. Max Masters is 0-1. Barbecue treating us to the Bangkok opening sequence.
Promising young actress Hannah Highmore.
Yeah, if Max Masters wins this map, this match will end in a tie with 3 points apiece.
Mm-hmm. Which is really worst case scenario for Barbecue, considering that he's
because he's already dropped that 1 point.
Yeah.
On Mumbai.
This would have been a good series for him to sweep, and
it's gonna be really, really heartbreaking if he ends up being 5th place because of 1 point.
yeah. He's got quite the uphill battle to go from here.
But it's unlikely, but it's also like competition like this. things can just go in a weird way. Because I was watching this tournament, and there was a chance where they had to win a match with a certain score to force a tiebreaker.
Right.
Otherwise, they're out. Right? So here's the story as the spin's coming. They got that score, forced the tiebreaker, then they won the tiebreaker, got out of groups, won the knockout stage, and they eventually won the championship. The
That's
team that
amazing.
wasn't gonna make it, and the statistic of that was it was a LAN event, was 1 in 50. That means they held that event 50 times. That would only happen that one time.
That is absolutely wild.
It was unbelievable
What
wild.
was the esport?
It was Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six. Yeah, that's
Yeah, the
amazing.
last major they had.
That is amazing. And
One match, one more point they lose, they're out of the tournament. One
it's
point. That's
just
one round.
crazy how that
3
works,
minutes.
But it just
Yeah,
goes to show, like, never discount anything. So, I mean,
absolutely.
in
So,
these cases, like Max Masters is not going to move on. It is impossible for him to move
yeah,
on out of the group
even
stage.
before this match began, it
Yes,
we were talking about the group stage.
if even if he had swept Barbegue, he still could not even get as many
Would
points as
have been
Barbegue
8th
already
place.
has,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
he's just guaranteed 8th place all the way through. But he still acts as a spoiler. He's still able to take points off Barbegue, and now all of a sudden Barbegue's journey becomes that much harder to get to the top 4 placements. Group stages have been fairly ruthless. There's obviously you have some dominated ones. This group is actually one of the closer groups out of
Yeah,
the
it's one of the
group
open
stages.
ones that still doesn't have anyone with the blue mark where it just says advanced.
Right, exactly.
Um,
They
Script currently sits in 4th place with 15 points, no more
mhm,
matches to play. Uh,
right.
so
So he is the one to beat to get in
he's
there.
the
But
one
Brain
who's gonna
Fixer
be
is only 1 point
diff-
higher.
different people's biggest fans to keep Jotes away from getting 2 points in the next 4 matches. That's very unlikely. I like Hitman. He was the runners up for the Roulette Rivals 6. Still has 4 matches to play, and
Yeah.
he has to get 3 points in 4 matches. It's
It's-
gonna be tough.
yeah, and it's going to be fun to see how it shapes up. But we have our spin, and it's live now. We have Jordan Cross with a cleaver, while disguised as Morgan's bodyguard, and Ken Morgan with a loud shotgun, where disguised as the recording crew. So the loud shotgun really is the wrench in the mechanics of this spin, because you are going to have to get a place to isolate Morgan where you can take this shot and do a quick dump. So we can most likely see it in that kind of transitional room where the exterminator and the hotel staff wander through. Also see a basement isolation, given that there's a recording crew disguise that is needed. And I think that we see Morgan's kill first here, and then go on to Jordan Cross, just because that seems to be the most efficient way to do it, given that you're most likely going to take out Otis, Morgan's bodyguard, in order to make that happen. Um, Obviously, somebody's stepping through the kitchen to grab a cleaver at some point. Yeah, this is a fun spin for me because it requires map knowledge, getting around, moving around, but also just having that loud weapon kill is really going to be that's going to be the complication for this for me.
Barbecue starts as the recording crew, which is gonna help him secure Jordan immediately. Which guess not. It can be uncertain, leaving it to chance when you end up finishing with Ken and coming back here with his disguise. Having him secured in this bathroom is
That
gonna make sure that he can just come back and get his kill without having to be on a timer or some sort of timing.
what did I just see here with Jordan? I've never seen that before. He tosses the
That's
wrench before to get the other two guys, and then when he tosses it again, Jordan doesn't enforce that.
Jordan. So there, we were talking. I was talking about this with Chris the other time. I was casting Bangkok. Those two guys have this weird AI, and when Jordan's in the booth, he hears something. It has to be outside the bathroom, and he Jordan is behind the door. So those two guys for some reason just don't want to go, and if somebody else other than them hear it, they will go for it. So Jordan goes for that, and those two guys just stop caring.
Oh my goodness
And the
gracious.
reason the second wrench throw, that's like the chain lure, so he's already going for it. If he hears it in the middle of that distraction, he goes for that second one.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Thanks
Max
for
Masters have to start
putting
suit.
the insight in on that. Yeah, Max Masters starting in his suites.
Yeah, those two recording crew members are very special in their, like, in terms of their AI. Where if Jordan wasn't there and you tossed the wrench and one of them heard it, whoever was going for it, the other, like, usually the leader of those two guys go for it, and the other guy just automatically follows him. So
Hmm.
you get like two
Oh, I
people with
did
that
know that.
distraction.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that has been
they
problematic for
have
me
a
in the
really
past.
weird AI. Somehow they supersede the VIPs with their VIP behavior during that conversation, which is a story related conversation about the Branson MD2.
Now I'm a bit confused in Barbecue's decision to leave the recording crew outfit upstairs next to Jordan. He hasn't grabbed the letter, as far as I'm aware, so he's not going to get Morgan moving down through the basement.
Yeah, and this is the kitchen staff, kitchen chef, staff, whoever he is. This is the guy that ends up in the bathroom. He just passed him. Picks up the cleaver. I guess that's why he had the guard outfit.
I guess that
But
makes sense. That way you can kind of
that,
swipe it, but it's not too risky to grab that.
yeah, with the timings right, you can just grab that with any disguises.
Max Masters is he's bringing in the sawed-off shotgun, which is concealable, so he's got his loud shotgun on him. Oh, are we looking at? Oh, okay, I see. He's getting Morgan sick.
There's the
There's
kitchen
the
staff
kitchen
coming
staff,
into
just
the
like you said.
bathroom. Yeah, and he knocked out Ronald Sump too. Barbecue, I think, plans on taking out Ken inside the bathroom with the hotel staff lure.
Which makes sense. And if he does do this, and he's in that bathroom and he has that door shut, nobody
Yeah,
should hear it.
should be unheard. Yeah.
So Max, meanwhile, is doing a little bit of replanning. Still hasn't quite been able to get going the way that he wants to. It does look like he's making his way over to Jordan Cross's side of things first, which I can attest is a rough place to be in your suit. So
I think he's just trying to get that peekaboo to work, which is what usually suit
the
start
early peekaboo,
is
you're right.
used for.
Yeah.
50 seconds to 110, depending on different frames and timings. That's how it works.
A little
But
bit of a stutter
okay,
step there. He goes the wrong way. Get seen by the security camera fully. I don't know if he just forgot to take that
barbecue
shot.
is collecting people in this bathroom. That's the one he's gonna use. That's a useful disguise for the can isolation.
I mean, if
That's
you
3 already, 4 now.
four,
And if
yeah.
he finds Jackie in here when he's that's
If
it will be
he
5 with.
KOs the whole map, he doesn't have to worry about anybody hearing the shotgun. So it's
Yeah, it will be the Mendoza or Yanini trying to grab the Asado chef. I don't know if you were there.
no.
He knocked out like 18
But I've
people.
heard of this. Yeah, I have no
Ooh.
idea how to grab that guy outside of making him sick and luring him. So I do not fault Yanini there.
Yeah, that was the first Hitman 3 roulette rival, so
So
people
lots
were
of
new,
still
still
learning.
exploring.
Yep. All right, so we've got this camera here, which is causing problems for Barbecue. But he does have a silenced pistol, which will be handy. He's going to turn that security guard, but he is allowed down here. There's a fire axe, which we never really got to see in Mumbai. Is he going to take out this? No, he's not. Okay. I didn't know if he was going to go for taking out the guard there. Now, he's grabbed his smuggled item. Oh, wow. Where's this guy going? Oh, he's going upstairs. Wow. Okay. Max Masters with a peekaboo on a recording crew. Very well
Yeah, this
done.
is not a bad one to get. Kind of an
No.
unusual one. Barbecue picks up his loud shotgun. And yeah, that guard went to investigate where that bullet was hit for the camera, which happens to be upstairs. And the guard's AI questions, "Can I go there?" It says yes, so he goes there.
All right, so Barbecue is working on getting Morgan to mosey toward the bathroom.
Somehow he's
He's had to
lost
get him
him
twice,
in the
yeah.
first time.
Got
Yeah,
him
because he's like, "Oh, you
instantly.
bought a map this time."
Yeah,
Ken really doesn't care about feelings.
no, or staff.
I guess it kind of makes sense. I like when video games like go on the extreme for certain. Like he's a lawyer, so you can expect him to be brutal.
Right. Well, yeah, and it makes it much easier to kill him. I feel much less
Yeah.
bad.
Speaking of Jackie, she's
Yeah,
just
there she
left the
goes.
bathroom.
She
So
obviously didn't go to the far bathroom.
now I'm wondering what his plan is. He's forced him to come into the bathroom here.
Is this the best place to toss that? Where are all the bodies?
All the bodies are in that bathroom,
And he
and
sent
Ken.
Otis.
Oh
Ken just got
no,
side
no,
KO'd, and
no!
so yeah, that's. I don't understand the reasoning there. Why not the close bathroom? Why not?
I
I
think
don't know.
so. The way he played that one was
Mm-hmm.
he had all the bodies in the bathroom, which is what all the other players use most of the time. Uh, the way the distraction works is like Ken passes through the door, but Otis doesn't, so he goes for the distraction instead of VIP enforcement.
Oh, I
Like
see.
go figure it out.
It's a door
Eh,
frame thing. Okay,
Yeah, so it's like the area thing, right, with the audio distraction.
right.
Uh, Kind of similar to how this one works. Like if you toss something right on the other side of the door frame of the bathroom, no
Yeah,
one cares. Do it on the other side, Jordan comes in.
that's wild. I've never seen this isolation for Jordan before, so it's very interesting.
So it's kind of like a similar situation with Mumbai. Barbecue had everything going for him,
Mm-hmm.
and
Almost the exact same moment of failure too, because he was at like 740 this time around, and I think in Mumbai it was like 754. So
yeah.
I mean, maybe he's cursed. Maybe that's just the number.
Yeah, and again, he had the overall game plan done. All he has to do,
Mm-hmm.
he has a shotgun, he has Ken. Switch to a crew, any crew disguise, take him out, and then head for Jordan, who's already knocked out, with Otis's disguise from Ken's body, basically.
Max is I think he was trying to go for a peekaboo there on Jordan, but just got up here a bit too late. Does manage to get the shot off with the seeker, so might just send him back to this bathroom. That would actually be very ideal for Max. Still needs to get Morgan's bodyguard, but he'll at least have the isolation taken care of.
Looks like Jordan's gonna puke in the little
Oh, of
bowl
course
there.
he is. Why wouldn't he?
You can drown people there, actually.
Yeah,
So, for drowning purposes, that's
this
fine.
is
But
yeah, but for
wall
isolation
wall
purposes,
hack, seen
less.
through wall. This is could be risky. Uh,
Yeah, but he
but I don't
doesn't
know.
really have much of a
Nobody's really looking
choice.
here at the moment.
Oh yeah, he should be good as long as he can get through this door. Yeah, I think he's aces. All right, so what started out as seeming like a pretty bad situation does turn out to work pretty well. Although, where did his briefcase go?
I think there it is. I
Oh,
see
he was
the
just on it. I
military
saw the
briefcase.
prompt. Yeah.
Yeah, not sure what he's up to, but Barbecue is
There
up
it
to the
is.
same thing he was doing. Ronald Sump, and then this time
This.
he's done it a little more efficiently. He's
Mm-hmm.
brought in the waiter already, and he's using
He's
Ronald Sump's
using this
bathroom this
bathroom
time,
instead.
so
He does have to worry about
that
Jackie.
distraction will work. Yeah, Jackie doesn't actually go
She doesn't
into
go in
any
there.
of
Oh,
the
okay,
bathrooms.
perfect.
She just goes by the mirrors there. Uh, that's why it was so awkward because what that situation was, even if he was trying to knock somebody out, if they face the mirror, that's a spot.
Yeah. Exactly.
Much more efficient from barbecue. Here's
Yeah.
the kitchen staff.
He's gonna have to get him before he gets into
Gotta
the
get him before
bathroom.
he get.
He's
Absolutely.
running out of time. Okay, he does. He does manage to get it. Nerve
Bit of a
wrackingly.
rush, but it's worked out so far.
Yeah, no,
And
he's done very well, especially with the inventory management. He had his cleaver out and he switched it to the wrench. I was quite concerned that he hadn't switched it yet.
yeah, and this game likes to auto switch to random things
Mm-hmm.
also. Max is working on an isolation for Ken. He has a required disguise, and I imagine he has that smuggle in his hand. Yep.
Yep, there's his shotgun in his briefcase. Barbecue does have Morgan talking. We should be able to lure him over here. Let's see if he's able to get this knockout chain a little bit more smooth this time around.
Oh, he's going for the proxy mine. All right, that's even more efficient. I'm
That is way
not sure
smarter.
why he
Yeah.
didn't try that to try using that to salvage the last
I
attempt.
don't know. His mind seemed like an afterthought last time as well. Max
It's
Masters using the second Seeker Dart that he had to get Morgan's bodyguard sick. Let's see what happens here. Okay. All right,
this awkward
Morgan's
positioning
gonna walk
for.
right into it, so that's handy. I thought at first that the placement wasn't necessarily the best, but then Morgan decided to walk into the proximity as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he's knocked out 5 other people because he wants full control of this area, which
Yeah,
he has, and he's got
completely
Otis and
taking it.
Ken. Now the question is he gonna take? He's not taking Otis's disguise and going for Jordan, which I guess
I don't
in the
understand it.
overview would be more optimal, picking up his
Yeah.
disguise, getting the kill, and then there's like hundreds of crew up there. He is taking it now.
Okay. Yeah. Now he'll head back up, and after he gets the Jordan kill, grab his recording crew outfit, and then come back down to finish off Morgan.
It's a good awareness there, going back for Otis's gun. Doesn't want anybody lingering around that area unless they have to. Oh, but what is that gardener doing there? A groundskeeper, I
Hmm.
guess. I wonder if he saw the gun through the window.
Oh,
I think
maybe
he did.
there was that gun that was right on the
No
right outside the
groundskeeper
bathroom.
should be here.
He should be fine still. He did drag the bodies away and into
Ooh,
the
Barbecue's trying
individual
to run through
rooms.
this area. He is not allowed. The
He's not
guards
allowed.
already changed stance. No. Oh, the
He's
guards didn't care.
fine,
What
but
is
he is
what just
stuck.
happened?
How's he gonna get out of this? Is he gonna be able to get through that trespassing zone fast enough that he's gonna be able to get out? Oh, you can't go through here. What do you? No, don't even think about it.
Opted to get
Okay,
out. I can't believe he didn't get spotted at
I
the checkpoint.
that should have been an immediate found trespassing. I am.
That's a personalized copy if I've ever seen one. I've
I'm
played
so
Bangkok
shocked.
since 2016 and have never managed to fool those guards. Even
No,
that guard that loves seeing behind him. And that's the
exactly. If you come
standard
through
navigation.
that door at the side there, they
Yeah.
still fully spot you. There is no chance. So yeah, what we just witnessed was the luckiest moment in Bangkok Hitman history.
Yeah. Now, Barbecue, I'm not sure if he's aware how to navigate this, which is to panic these groundskeepers.
Yeah.
He's he's opting to go around,
He's got
which
guards
he's gonna
over
be met
here
with.
who might be moving soon, so he has to be careful about that too, because these guys are in the way.
Oh,
Oh
and
no!
oh
There's the
man, no,
yeah.
that's the end of that. Groundskeeper walks straight into his path. I think that was a lack of map knowledge that cost him there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that his plan was to go just straight up to the recording studio, not have to go across the rooftop.
Yeah, Otis's disguise is the worst disguise in
Mm-hmm.
in this level because it's suit,
It's so
basically the
specific.
suit. You
Yeah.
just can hold out a weapon. That's basically it, and you have to treat it that way too. Even when he's escorting Ken down for the meeting, if you take his disguise, it's trespassing.
Right, yes. This is the weirdest Jordan lore. I'm glad I saw it 3 times to know that it's actually real, but it is just the strangest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it's 100% consistent. That will happen every time if you start recording crew.
That is so wild. That is cool though. All right, well, Max
It's
Masters is
just
taking a fire axe. He's
not for this map though.
it looks
Yeah.
like he is he's set out his briefcase to be picked up. He is trespassing right now. I don't know. Oh, he's going for the cleaver. Doesn't quite
Where is he
get the
gonna go?
subdue
Okay, he turns
prompt
the other.
here.
Whoa!
That was
Wow!
very close.
Holy crap! What was that movement?
I mean,
It was like he was in front of him, and then he just teleported behind him.
we've got a couple of great examples of very lucky Hitman players here. He's gonna leave that door open, which I would
Yeah.
not do.
Looking for the
Personally.
cleaver where it would make sense in some maps, which
Yeah.
but this one is
But
already inside the
in the
kitchen
kitchen.
area, not in the freezer. Barbecue gets spotted by the cameras and he immediately restarts
Yeah.
because he does not want to
That's
touch that
as bad
10-foot
as being spotted
barge
by a
pole.
person.
Because he doesn't have any measures like a backup for cameras. Lots of
Right.
players, if they have the inventory slot, would go for a breaching charge to open the door in case they got to take out the cameras.
He does have a silenced pistol, so it would have been feasible, but I think that he just figured it was early enough in
Yeah.
the run that it
It,
wouldn't be worth the added time.
it would absolutely be feasible, especially because like there's a hotel staff, a female hotel staff that walk through that room. You can wait for
Mhm.
that window. She opens the door for you. Take the shot.
Take that shot. Yep.
Take the shot over.
But it is so straightforward just to avoid being seen by cameras as well. And Bangkok has been, I mean, notorious for just rips trying to get the camera taken out.
Yeah. The reason I guess I would say is like the time pressure. I think
Mhm.
Barbecue is feeling it because he's
Yeah.
had the strat. He knocked out those guys by the bathroom. There are like 10 NPCs to combined.
Now, I still opt he should bring his recording crew down with him so he can take
Which is
that
what he's
kill.
doing, it looks like.
It does look, yeah, it looks, and
That's
I'm guessing
massive optimization.
he
Oh,
oh
but
no.
wow, so lucky. Speaking of luck, Barbecue, literally the luckiest Bangkok player of all time.
I can't. If he doesn't
That
complete
timing.
this run, I will lose my mind because there is no reason why he should not be able to get away with this at this point.
That's the second time, like unbelievable luck with the timing this time. The other time he was
The other time was witchcraft. There's no way I can be
Yeah.
convinced otherwise.
there's, there's no way you look at that guard. He's looking. He just looks sideways, but he has a vision where he can see right behind him.
A bit of a risky shot here. She will turn on her own, but Barbecue's going to go ahead and just help matters along. He should be able to grab this cleaver. It is going to be a bit risky, though. You've got this bartender who's obviously stood on the other end. He wanders in and out. You've got the chefs who are all over the place, but this is a relatively easy grab, and then he's just got to get himself back through. No! Oh my
There's-
god.
That kitchen staff who usually
go
ruins
out for that
people's day
smoke.
by going into the bathroom
Yep.
catches Barbecue in the kitchen, and that's the sole reason he was bringing that guard disguise down just to not deal with
Just to
that
not
and
deal with
grab
that and
the
grab the
cleaver.
cleaver. Yeah, but you know what? At this point you have to risk it. You have to risk that
You
timing.
have to, yeah. It saves a lot of time uh, with the Ken kill being already done.
This is gonna be. I don't know how. I don't know how Barbecue gets back into this because he's still not able to get back up to the recording studio. We haven't seen him.
As Otis, yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
so
It's
I mean, it's still possible, but it's a long setup to try and pull this off. So Max Masters, meanwhile, is about 17 minutes into the run.
he's yeah, and unlike Barbecue, he's managed
He's
to
got Otis up
infiltrate the
here.
recording studio as Otis. So all he has to do is figure out how he's gonna get to Jordan. He's got his cleaver.
That's a
So
big
this match,
whoosh.
gets spotted by the guard, is wide open for Max Masters.
All right,
And
he's got.
once again,
Oh, be careful, Max.
reminder that he can play spoils here for Barbecue.
Mm-hmm. This would be absolutely devastating for Barbecue. But I mean, Max Masters, he has the cleaver, he has the disguise, and he's heading over to Jordan. He tries to do the vault over that wall. It's not
Oh, I
possible
forgot.
here.
Jordan actually is isolated. I
He's already
completely
isolated from
forgot
Max.
because it
Yeah,
happened 17 minutes ago.
happened yesterday. Yeah.
It's free.
All
He's
right.
got the kill. Max
Excellent.
Masters gets the first kill of Bangkok.
24
24
minutes
minutes
into the
in.
spin. Yikes. I mean,
17 and a half into his own spin.
meanwhile, Barbecue is that's another restart. So like hard pressed
It's
to see
Max
Barbecue
Masters' map to
finishing
lose.
this. Exactly. Max Masters has
This
this well in the bag if he's able to finish this off and get Morgan isolated. He already has a shotgun. Looks like he might be trying to go for a disguise to get himself downstairs. This is a recording crew disguise. If he can get this peekaboo,
but if he gets Dexy Barrett's attention, the
he
most
does.
useless NPC on this situation.
And what's worse is, yeah, I feel like he had the recording crew was getting peekabooed, but that door frame, there's a certain spot in that door frame that you can stand where you are no longer trespassing, and he just
Yeah.
fell into that spot. The
Tiny.
whoosh stopped. Yeah, it's just you hate to see it, but there are easier disguises to get than these. So let's see if he's gonna opt for any of those. Looks like he spotted those bodyguards over there. He might be coming over here and try and get them to get themselves isolated. Will these guys stick together, Punky?
I don't think so. But then again, I've been proven wrong about a lot of stuff lately.
Like the guard. Oh no. Yeah.
No.
He posted
Oh,
up.
man.
He posted up
19
beside
minutes.
the door. That's that'll do it to you every time those
That's,
doors are open outward.
Yeah, and that's. I was just gonna mention that this was before the match started. This was Barbecue's match to lose, and at that point, before that just happened, it was Max Masters'
Yeah.
map to lose. Uh, it's gonna be another Mumbai here. It looks like
Yeah.
there's
We
sub
have to
4
see a
minutes
draw.
left.
There's no way. If Max Masters is the exact same thing without any of the optimization, like I mean, what was his time before he ripped there?
19,
19 minutes.
1906.
That's
Yeah.
just yeah. So you know that
That
he's
was
not going
his
to finish.
only true attempt at that spin.
Mm-hmm.
And Barbecue has not done anything to expedite this process of these knockout for all this bathroom NPCs. And he doesn't have enough time to get
No.
Ken, get Jordan. This
He'd have to pull off some miraculous. And this is another one of those. This is another one of those spins where the players do have to go multiple places on the map and crisscross to get back to the other targets. And so yeah, it's one of those things where you're going to see longer spins to try and make this happen. So fewer restarts, fewer attempts at it. And we're likely to see a draw. So it looks like Max Masters is gonna lose this one 4-2, but still manages to get 2 points in the group stage. And Max Masters is delaying the second Morgan.
Yeah, he hit two really good dart shots, specifically on Otis, but Ken is going for the good old baguette basket, which is
Yeah.
what happens when you poison him first. Otis probably went to the bathroom. I mean, you could just go for Otis, take his disguise, and go for Jordan, but I mean, at this point, really nothing is really possible to be finished, but I always love seeing, fight till the death, so.
Yeah. I definitely appreciate seeing players complete as much as they can of the spin, whether it's possible or not.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Barbecue grabbing his
Max Masters
agency
with a side
pickup,
KO there.
and
Gives,
guess
a
he's slow
teabag.
teabagging him.
Yeah, which I think is
Right.
fair. You know, I thought that should have been from a subdue from
You
behind
know
as
why?
well. But
You know why? It's the mirrors. Because he
oh
turned
yeah,
around, was about to see him knock him out. It's like, hey, what are you doing?
which is appropriate. I mean, I would also question if somebody
Yeah, I
was
mean,
trying to.
I don't know if you and our reaction time would be that good to turn around.
No, not, and I certainly wouldn't remember upon waking up. Oh no, Barbecue just lost his wrench.
This is it's one hell of a match going on here.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of stuff happen. Yep, that
Oh,
wrench will be part of the Sanguine
that is
collection now.
just the icing on the crap cake for Barbecue there. That just is so gut wrenching.
And the points that Max Master's gonna get out of this is only numbers. It's not
Yeah.
really gonna do anything.
It's not gonna do anything. He still will end up in 8th place in his group stage. But that's 2 points that Barbecue will not have going forward. So it's definitely gonna make his journey a lot harder. As we're 3 seconds away from our draw here on Bangkok, and there it should be. So well played by both players. I really did enjoy it. I think that there were 2 instances we saw on Barbecue's side in Mumbai when the Dawood timing didn't quite work out and he started walking away, and here the 7-minute 40 something rip. Just could not get it going again. He knew the part that he had to get to. As Hitman players, we've all been there where we've tried to set something up. We get to our furthest point. We fail. We try again. And we just continuously cannot even replicate what we just did before. It's frustrating. It's heartbreaking. But that's Hitman sometimes. So well played to both players. 4-2 is going to be our final score. We're going to take a look at the schedule to see what matches are upcoming. If you'd like to see these in your own time zones and just localized times, you can go to hitmaps.com, scroll down to the upcoming matches section, and you can see what matches are coming up. It looks like we were the last one for about 4.5 hours. The next one should be, I have no idea. I can't do the math here. 3 hours from now?
Yeah.
3 hours from now. So in 3 hours...
wait. Yeah, it's about 1 a.m., so 3 hours from now.
Milk and Chris, which I don't know if that has a caster yet. There isn't one listed here.
I think Jotes won.
I think I saw Jotes call for it in the Roulette Rivals Discord. By the way, join the Discord if you haven't already. I'm sure that if you lovely people are here, you already have. But Frody Speedrun community on Discord, go check that out. Let's take a look at the leaderboards. We are going to take a look specifically at this group, which was Group G. We're going to see how this shapes them up as Max Masters finishes his run. So as you can see down at the bottom, Max Masters has been entirely eliminated. The rest of the players are still in the running. We have Rommel at top, Fusk, Brainfixer, Script, Jotes, Barbecue, and I Like Hitman still in the running with plenty of matches to play, except for Script, who has finished out his group stages as well. but is still in the mix for everything. So
Yeah.
Barbegue moves on to 2-2-1, and yeah, we'll see how the rest of this one is the group to watch, in my opinion. This one's the closest one. There's going to be a lot of position changes, I think, and it should be a good one to see. Punky, do you have anything else that you'd like to say to lovely people while I delete this most recent prediction because nobody won?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I think I agree with how much of a toss-up it is. Unfortunately for Script, there's so many matches for Jotes, Barbecue, and I Like Hitman to play that he might just lose fourth place as soon as Jotes plays or Barbecue plays. But he would probably be hoping for all three of those guys to just continuously lose. But it's not going to happen because they're going to eventually play each other and one of them will win.
Right, and one of them is going to move on. So it will be interesting to see how these matches shape up. But so keep coming back to hitmaps.com, scrolling down to the upcoming matches section, see what's coming up. A lot more Hitman, a lot more drama, all that good stuff. We're going to go ahead and give a raid to Jotes, as I see that he is still live, or just went live, or something of the sort. So go say hi, send your love. And that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Punky, as always, thanks so much for adminning and for being my co-caster. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course. That's all that we've got. We love y'all, and we'll see you in the next one.